Welcome back to our Starry Nights channel, children. Before we move on to yet another wonderful story, I have a couple of things to share with you all. The first and foremost is that you should all eat healthy food. Please minimize your junk food. Take your time to eat more of vegetables and fruits. I would request you all children to enjoy family meals together. Sitting together and having food is real fun. Please share your experiences with me about the joy you had while doing so. Children, at this juncture, I would request you to please listen to the story, share with your friends, and subscribe our channel. Let's move on to the story. Once upon a time, there were two friends, Maruti and Mahadeva, who lived in the same village. While Mahadeva was a very rich businessman and owned the largest shop in the village, Maruti was a very poor farmer. Both had large families with many sons, daughters-in-law, and grandchildren. One day, Maruti, tired of not being able to make his living, decided to leave the village and move to the city with his family. There, they were sure to earn enough to feed everyone. They bid goodbyes, packed their clothes, and set off. When night fell, they stopped to take rest under a big tree. There was a stream running nearby where they could get a drink and refresh themselves. Maruti looked around and started giving instructions to everyone. He called his sons and told them to clean the area below the tree. He told his wife to fetch water. He instructed his daughters-in-law to make the fire and himself started cutting wood from the tree. On the top of that same tree, there was a thief who was resting. He watched as Maruthi's family worked together to prepare dinner. He also noticed that they had nothing to cook, neither grains nor vegetables. Maruthi's wife too must have thought the same thing, as she came to her husband, who was resting under the tree, and said, "Everything is ready. Now what shall we cook?" Maruti raised his hands upwards and said, "Don't worry, he's watching all this from above. He will certainly help us." But how will he help us? We are many. We are united. Will he come down for us? The thief got worried. He had seen that the family was a large one and they worked well together. They listened to each other and were obedient to the old man. Surely they did not know he was hiding in the branches. Were they waiting for him to come down? He decided to make a quick gateway. He climbed down swiftly when they were not looking and ran for his life. Unfortunately, he forgot his bundle of stolen jewels and money, which dropped down into Maruthi's lap. He opened it and jumped with joy when he saw what it contained. "Come here, quick!" he called out. "See, I was right. I knew God above would look after us, and He has thrown down this bundle for us. Now our days of want are over. Let's go back to the village." So the family gathered its belongings and returned to the village. There was great excitement all around when they told everyone the story of how they got rich. Fat old Mahadeva got greedy. This was a nice, quick way to earn more money. So he commanded his family to pack some clothes and they set off on a journey. They stopped under the same tree and Mahadeva started commanding everyone, just like Maruti had done. But the difference was, no one in his family was willing to listen to anyone or obey orders. They were used to having a bunch of servants wait on them. So the one who went on to the river to fetch water had a nice bath and came back. The person who went to gather wood for the fire went off to sleep beneath the tree. And Mahadeva only ordered everyone about, not bothering to do anything himself. The thief had returned to his tree top. He sat there sadly thinking of his lost bundle and watching the family underneath. He noticed that the family members were greedy and selfish. They would never be able to put up a fight together, he was sure. Then Mahadeva and his wife started the conversation, which they had rehearsed many times very carefully. Mahadeva's wife said, "Everything is ready. Now, what shall we cook?" Mahadeva raised his hands upwards and said, "Don't worry. He's watching all this from above. He will certainly help us." "But how will he help us? We are many. We are united. He will come down for us." On hearing this, the thief jumped down from the top of the tree with a knife in his hand. Seeing him, everyone was scared and started running in different directions to save themselves. They started screaming, and no one would help the other. The thief stole everything: Mahadeva's wife's necklace and earrings, the greedy old man's pouch full of money hidden under his fat tummy. Mahadeva and his family returned to the village empty handed, having lost all that they had taken with them. Can you all guess the moral of the story, children?